In this video, I'll be showing you how I made these super easy shed doors. They took minimal tools, took hardly any time at all, and can easily be modified to whatever size you need for any shed. My first step is measuring the opening. I'm checking for squareness, but I'm also taking multiple measurements at different heights and also widths, just to get a rough estimate of the size of the doors I have to make. I'll be building my doors out of 1x4s, and the reason I'm doing that is because I can avoid fancy joinery methods. I'll be building the doors in layers, just screwing boards together, so because of that, 1x4s are a perfect choice. Something else to point out is that the door jamb on my shed is not square, it's not even evenly sized, so I'm going to be building my doors oversized and then trimming them to fit, but I'll explain more about that later on. So anyway, let's get started with the cuts. I'm cutting out the vertical slats first. I need 18 at 79 inches, and now these should be the full height of the door opening. Next, I'm cutting out horizontal slats. I need 10 of these at 31.5 inches. These are going to be the full width of each door. My first step of assembly is just connecting two vertical and horizontal slats. What I'm doing is making a rectangle. I only attach these 4 pieces and have 1 screw in each corner because that way I can adjust this like a parallelogram. And then that way, when I measure from corner to corner, I can square this thing up, add the other screws, and then I can go through and add the rest of the slats, knowing I have a square door. Now for extra support, I'm going to add a board going across here from corner to corner. Now the important thing here, if this is the bottom of my door and this is the hinge side, I'm going to start the board here and go this way. It's because the door will sag on the side away from the hinges, and this board will add physical strength preventing it from sagging down that way. There's other videos that explain this really well for fences, why you have the board certain ways, but basically that's the gist of it. Now I have to add some bracing on the back. And now I could do exactly what I did on the other side, having the 2 on the ends and 1 cross brace. But instead, what I'm going to do is, well, first of all, have the braces on the ends, but then I'm going to have just a horizontal one in the middle. Now there's nothing wrong with having a cross brace, that does add a lot of strength, but on the back I want to have this horizontal one because in the middle of the door here is where I'm going to have a latch, and the screws for that are going to need some extra material to sink into, so this will be perfect for that. Now for fitting the doors in place, you have a lot of options depending on the tools you have, but a circular saw will work really great. All you do is put the door in place and mark off where you got to cut. Something that can really help the door fitting process is an electric hand plane. Now you don't need this, but the nice thing about having one of these is you can fine tune or clean up entire edges. So just something to point out that is nice to have, but all you need is a circular saw. When I install the hinges, I'm using some shims, and this way I can simply screw the hinge in place to the door in the jamb without measuring anything.